Point of no return, point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much, we've seen too much, we've been through too much, we are experiencing way too much. God that revealed himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim. It's a lot simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone, tomorrow's never promised. All you have is right now, this moment. And I hope you truly, truly living in yours, man, because I'm living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word, man. Do nothing. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Psalm 37:7. The Lord is good to those who wait on him, to the soul who seeks him. Lamentations 3:25. I wait for the Lord, my whole being waits, and in his word I put my hope. Psalms 135. Sometimes doing nothing is the right decision. It's the best decision if you call yourself truly waiting on the Lord. If he has given you a path, take it. If he's given you a word, trust what he says. And if God has blessed you with a talent, skill, and natural ability, use it. But in doing all that is required to receive the desires of your heart, what is vital and most critical is waiting on the Lord. You feel me? God will block and forbid certain situations from working out to protect you from the plot, plan, and schemes the enemy looks to use against you during these times of so-called self-reliance, doing it your way or taking matters in your own hands. A lot of times we can get in our own way. We can pick up things that we once had learned to put down. We can start worrying and stressing and letting the pressures and the perils of today affect the happiness and the peace that we didn't already establish, bro, with this walk and with establishing this relationship with Christ and with God and with the Holy Spirit, just being on one accord. No matter what come your way, you should always have a peace about you because you know you're doing the right thing and you're standing on righteous ground. But sometimes the pressures of life, it get to get thick and the noise get to being loud and you start to feel it every which way, and it's like, man, I want to do something. I want to help myself. I want to help others. I want to be there, and sometimes we can again do the wrong things for the right reasons, and then we receive that consequence, or we put ourselves in a position where we bust further back than where we started from, and now we got to start over and get back to where we was, if we even get back to that, because it's hard once you get knocked down, and it's hard once you experience disappointments and setbacks sometimes, especially when it's your own doing, because you're going to be in your own head, you're going to be on your own case, and you're going to be your worst critic, and you're not going to forgive yourself and your actions lightly, because at the end of the day, you know better. You know what God has showed you, you know what God has told you, you know what God has promised you, and he just said, do what I've asked you to do what I've tasked you to do what I've delegated you to do, and that's it. And then you give me my opportunity to do what I need to do, and then it'll be your turn again. But in this whole process, you're supposed to be waiting and trusting on the Lord. Waiting on the Lord affords you the opportunity to avoid negative consequences and unforeseen outcomes usually received from making poor decisions. When we make decisions out of haste, anger, or any other binding emotional state, when we do things for money, fame, fortune, revenge, desperation, along with all these other billion reasons, excuses, and justifications we use to do what we want to do, we usually have something negative waiting on the back end, because this whole time God is warning you not to do it. He's giving you an opportunity to stop yourself at the thought, stop yourself at the feeling, stop yourself at the trigger, stop yourself at that moment where you can still do something about it, because we can't have the power to decide and the power of the consequence. That's not fair. Only God has that power and that right. You know what I'm saying? But we get ourselves in situations, and then sometimes we blame God, or sometimes we blame this or that, but it's like we're not looking at ourselves and like, man, you know what, I shouldn't have did that. You know what, I made the wrong decision. You know what, I shouldn't have put myself in that situation. I should have listened to my gut. I should have, but no, we don't want to keep going back in those situations where we have regret, because it's only so many times you can say you're sorry. It's only so many times you can apologize. A lot of time people, they are really that way. You know what I'm saying? And they just apologize or they just say they sorry so they could continue to be close enough to you so they could continue to do what they doing. But all the while, they not looking to change. They not looking to be better. They not looking to be different. But you are. So that's why you feel the weight of doing wrong. That's why sin is such a feeling that you try to stay away from, because that's what separates you from God. But you doing nothing, you making the decision not to carry out with whatever you was conspiring with the lower parts of yourself to do in order to, again, do something good, in order to bring some money to the table, in order to bring an opportunity to yourself. You know what it was leading up to. You know what getting back with that person is going to be. You know what going back to that job is going to be. You know what having a conversation with this person going to do. So why do it? Why even go backwards when God has removed you from a situation? Now he's really looking at you to wait on him and just be patient. And during this time, achieve your balance. Achieve your balance, man. You can't be too far gone in the clouds that you forget about reality, and you can't be so stuck in reality that you forget that you have help from the unseen. So you got to just establish a strong footing in both worlds, and he's going to continue to clean you out. He's going to continue to strengthen you. He's going to continue to increase your confidence, increase your esteem, and he's going to continue to increase your reach, and he's going to bring people in your life that is going to help you and that you're going to help. But you got to continue to be active in the pursuit of becoming your best version of yourself. You have to continue to be active in making sure that you manifest the desires of your heart. You got to continue to be active in moving God to continue to move on your behalf. Like, you got to continue to go out here and get this favor. You got to continue to go out here and be a fisher, man. You got to continue to go out here and be a witness and be a defender of Christ and God and just the whole kingdom, because everybody and everything is still dependent on you. You experience a lot of major setbacks. You experience a lot of heartbreak. You experience a lot of pain, because in order to elevate, you had to separate. And during this time, it seemed that it sent you back further. You have forgotten what it feels like to be free. You forgot what it feels like to be independent. You have forgotten what it feels like to truly move and do on your own, because you've been such an aid to other people and just there for everybody that you forgetting how to do for yourself. Or God is about to place you back in a position to where you about to get out there, you about to move, and he wants you to be responsible. He wants you to be wise. He wants you to be vigilant of everything that he's given you, everything and everybody that he's put under your care. He wants you to know that it's people that care for you, it's people that love you, it's people that support for you, it's people that's root for you, it's people that's been through the fire when you've been through the fire, it's people that's been affected when you've been affected by your trials and tribulations. So understand that. Don't get out here and waste nobody's time. Don't get out here and be lying about the plan and lying about your intentions and your motives. Don't get out here and change up. Don't get out here and stop forgetting who God is and what he's done for you, because you're going to be blessed. Like, you're going to be put in the driver's seat of your own life again, and you're going to be given much because you've done what was required in order to receive this next phase of life, and you're not going to stop until it happens. So you don't want to do things that's going to be, counterproductive to the progress that you made in your walk. And we don't move off emotions no more. We don't move off just a moment no more. Like, we used to be like that, just so high-headed. We used to be just so reactive and so responsive that we end up working against ourselves, because when we go from 0 to 100, it happens real quick, and people are not ready for that type of pressure. They're not ready for that type of passion. They're not ready for that type of problem. And we end up doing more damage to ourselves because we're so mad, because we're so angry, because we're so frustrated. We know the world is after us. We know the enemy is after us. We know that it's a lot that's coming against between what we want, what we need, what we desire, what we dream. It's a lot of people praying on your downfall. It's a lot of people praying that you don't receive receive the desires of your heart, because they know you're going to be a blessing. They know that you're a beacon of light. They know that you deserve it. They know that you're positive. So you doing things the right way, you trying to come into it clean. So it's a lot of things that you're not going to be able to do. It's a lot of things you shouldn't want to do. It's a lot of people you shouldn't want help from, or you shouldn't want a word from or a prayer from, because you know that it's not meant for your good. It's not meant for your betterment. So you've been learning to just look, listen, and feel, and just do nothing sometimes. And I know it feels like you ain't doing nothing, but you doing a lot. You know, you continue to go back to God, and you continue to trust him at his word. You continue to trust the process and trust your purpose and trust his divine timing, and trust that the moment that he showed you is approaching, and the blessings and breakthroughs are about to be received. Your overflow and abundance is now. You about to receive streams of revenue and income just from everywhere, and he wants you to use all these resources wisely. He wants you to make the best decisions possible, to put yourself in a position to where you are the lender and you're not the beggar. You're not asking anybody for anything. You don't need anything from anybody. You just want to continue to be free, to continue to just carry out your purpose, and just continue to perfect your craft, and continue to get this message out as many ways as you can, being an entertainer and an informer, and just being a defender of the faith, man. You one of the last real ones left, and everything is going to come at you because you're in your birthing season. You're in the part of life where everything that you desire, everything that you've seen in the spiritual realm is about to become present, and you're present in the physical realm. So it's a crazy flip. You're going against everything that you thought you believe. You're going against everything that you thought you knew, and all this is to experience something new. All this is to see what God can really do and what he's really been saving you for, man. You ain't suffer or go through all this for nothing. So I applaud you in doing nothing. I applaud you in letting God fight your battles. I applaud you in letting God defend you. I applaud you for letting God speak on your behalf and just go before you and just set the way, just set the table. Even before your enemies, you're going to be able to dine, you're going to be able to eat, you're going to be able to flourish and prosper and really just thrive and be a new person, because you didn't allow yourself to be totally renewed in the spirit, mind, body, and soul. And you about to come out a new creature, and you about to shine different and just be different, and just continue to be humble, continue to be meek, because that's the only way you can inherit the earth. Continue to be, you know, have the imagination, the creativity, and the joy of a child. And that's the only way you're going to be able to really enjoy and be in the God's presence and really just see all that he's doing and just see his hand moving, because he's doing so much. He's protecting you from so much. He's saving you for the best. You know what I mean? So just continue to do nothing, but do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do. So with this time to now get back to focusing on yourself, get back to your routine, get back to your balance, get back to what you know works for you. You feel me? And that's it. Just do what God just want and needs you to do, and that's it, man. And don't mess up, man. And with God, you can't fail. Till next time, Slim, man. I applaud you for doing nothing. Just continue to wait on the Lord. Till next time, Slim.